New England Gardening here. Today's Wednesday, September 26th, and I thought I'd do an update on some citrus trees here. This here's the Shinoto Sour Orange. I haven't tried this yet, but I guess it's very sour, and it's got an orange flavor, and it's good for marmalades. I don't think you'd eat them directly off the tree. Here is a Satsuma. Here's the extent of the tree. This is a dwarf tree, so it's on a rootstock that keeps it dwarf size. So there's still green on this tree here. This last week in September. This is my first Meyer lemon tree that I purchased, and I cut back severely months ago. You can check out the video on that. Maybe I'll link it to this video. And it's just packed with flowers. In fact, it's got to be the best thing going now for bees, and the bumblebees actually sleep on the flower during the night. I guess they figure, why leave? They just stay right here and have a nice breakfast first thing in the morning, I guess. There's a bumblebee right there. This here's a Trovita orange tree. And you can see the size of the fruit here. This I haven't had. This is like the second year I've had this, so I haven't had fruit off of this yet. Again, this is a dwarf, true dwarf. Here's another Meyer lemon tree with ripening lemons. Look at the size of this lemon here, and the size of the branch. Let's see how it stays on there. And this one's not doing too good. I don't know. It seemed like it was doing better, and then I don't know if the rootstock here just requires really hot temperatures, but this is a Tango Mandarin, and it seemed to start going downhill again, so I just fertilized it, which I don't know if I'm underwatering it or overwatering it. It's a really good draining soil mix here, but maybe I need to bring this inside and put it on a heat mat. But really, the best thing right now is this is another Owari Satsuma. But these are all, they're not as orange as I remember them. I had it up against the wall, south-facing wall, against the foundation all last year, and I don't know, maybe it's just the overcast today. But they seem to be ripe. The skin seems to be separated from the inside. These are called zipper peels because they just peel so easily. Now that I think about it, it's almost like the citrus version of the tomatillas, where when they're ripe, the skin doesn't even seem to be attached to the fruit inside, where it's just a protective coating. So we'll pick one of these and see what they look like inside. But yeah, this isn't a dwarf. This here is could be a full-size tree if I was to let it, or I lived in Florida. And you can see the difference here. This is producing ripe fruit, where the other ones, the dwarf variety, is still green. So I don't know if that has to do with the rootstock or whether it's a dwarf or not. But so let's go ahead and pick one of these Satsuma oranges. There we go. So there we go, nice. See that? It's almost like the skin is separated from the fruit. Ooh, that's smelling citrusy. Wow. I'm telling you, when I had one of these off of the tree last year, I was so surprised that I had a citrus Satsuma orange right off of my own tree. Couldn't believe it. This really seems to be I don't know, they seem kind of dry. Let's give this a try. Open this up. Kind of dry. Not as good as last year. I don't know what's going on here. Very dry and not as sweet. Guess they really need that sun to develop the sweetness. I thought the cold weather brings in sweetness too. These aren't that good. Well, that was disappointing. Well, this is New England gardening. Can't win them all. I don't know if it was the weather or I just did something wrong this year. Again, probably need a lot of heat to develop good sweetness. I know I read that the cold temperature actually develops the sweetness in citrus. Changes the flavor. So this is New England gardening with the Owari Satsuma Mandarin. Thanks for watching.